At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
Pahrump Nugget, Progressive Cash Drawings, Mystery Point Multipliers, Mystery Gift Days, Extra Cash for 4 of a kinds, Bingo, Bowling, Football, and Food Specials. Looking for constant action? Look no further. Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino.
News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners. News is brought to you in part by One Nevada Credit Union, where right now you can refinance your auto loan with rates as low as 2.98% and no payments for 90 days for qualified members. Call us today for details. News 46 is also brought to you by the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump. When it comes to sensitive matters like bankruptcy, take a breath of fresh air by calling an experienced and compassionate attorney at the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump, 775-727-4747. News is also brought to you by Pahrump Dermatology and Skin Cancer. When you need the best dermatology care in Pahrump, call Pahrump Dermatology and Skin Cancer, 775-727-9800. News 46 is also brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Affiliated Physical Therapy. Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain. News is also brought to you by Hope Counseling Services, where we specialize in behavioral health, inspiring hope for a brighter tomorrow. Call 775-727-0101 for more information.
Tonight on News 46, every 15 minutes a person is killed by a drunk driver.
And a 10-year-old's family is asking for your help.
This weekend is the 5th Acoustic Grass Music Festival. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46. News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Thursday, May 10th, 2012. I'm Doug Brendel.
And I'm Rhonda Van Winkle for News 46. The Doyle family of Henderson is facing a fear they never expected. The daughter of the Doyle family has been diagnosed with a disease so rare it may be the only case in the world. 6-year-old Mercy Doyle is battling OMS, opsoclonus myoclonus syndrome, an extremely rare neurological disease affecting only 1 in 10 million children a year. However, in November of 2011, doctors have stated her exact case is unlike any they have ever seen before, and she may be the only child in the world with all of her symptoms, making her 1 in 7 billion. Her team of doctors have tried multiple treatments but have yet to find something successful in treating the disease. The family is now working to raise money to help the medical costs and therapy, which will include sending young Mercy to Brain Balance of Henderson, the new center helping children reconnect both hemispheres of the brain through a drug-free, whole child 12-week program. The fundraiser will take place May 27th at Color Me Mine from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. in the district of Henderson. For more information, go to prayformercy.org.
And here's Deanna O'Donnell with your news across Nevada.
Nevada officials have crowned the 6 winners of a tourism campaign to find the state's top treasures. The Nevada Commission on Tourism says that the top choices came from nearly 600 unique nominations and weeks of online voting this spring. In the Las Vegas area, Valley of Fire State Park won over the voters. Near Reno, Minden-Stanberg Home Ranch Historic Park took top honors. In rural northern Nevada, the Star Hotel Restaurant in Elko won the contest. In rural southern Nevada, the Goldwell Open Air Museum in Beatty made the final cut. Along the U.S. Route 50 corridor, Ely's Nevada Northern Railway won out. In Indian Country, Pyramid Lake took the prize. The campaign's goal is pushing Nevadans to explore their own state and stimulate the tourism industry. The amount of employees earn per week showed signs of improvement in 2011, further indicating Nevada's economy is on the mend. Wages in Nevada averaged $829 per week in 2011, which represents a gain of 1.3% compared to 2010's $818 average weekly wage. An uptrend began in mid-2010. Wages rose for 5 straight quarters before declining in the October to December 2011 period. Recent wage trends have been consistent with other measures, pointing to moderate improvement in the state's labor market. Unemployment is trending down. Job growth is slightly positive. Initial claims for unemployment insurance have been on the decline. By all accounts, Nevada's economy is on a slow yet steady pace to recovery. The Nevada Conservation League released their endorsements in the 2012 election. The organization endorses pro-conservation candidates in state legislative races. Their chosen candidates, they believe, will place a high priority on protection of our natural resources. These endorsements are issued after the evaluation of candidate questionnaires and in-person interviews, which focused on a broad range of conservation issues ranging from renewable energy to wildlife to protection of our state's natural treasures. The legislative endorsements for the 2012 election are as follows: Patricia Spearman for Senate District 1, Kevin Atkinson for Senate District 4, Joyce Woodhouse for Senate District 5, Ben Urushami for Senate District 6, David Parks for Senate District 7, Justin Jones for Senate District 9, Aaron Ford for Senate District 11, Pete Gokachia for Senate District 19, Jason Frierson for Senate District 8, Andrew Martin for Assembly District 9, Elliot Anderson for Assembly District 15, Heidi Swank for Assembly District 16, Ellen Spiegel for Assembly District 20, Lynn Stewart for Assembly District 22, Mike Sprinkle for Assembly District 30, James Healy for Assembly District 35, James Oscarson for Assembly District 36, Irene Bustamante Adams for Assembly District 42. I'm Deanna O'Donnell, and that's your news across Nevada.
At the Pahrump Town Board meeting, the item to approve $2,500 for the town annual cleanup was on the agenda.
People are coming on board right now. A lot more than I thought would be coming. We have people on the north side, which we've never had before, and we are going headstrong into this weekend, which is going to be a very wonderful weekend weather-wise. And what we have already for the event, we have donated. We have had coffee donated from the Off 160 coffee shop. My friend Irene over there. Preferred RV Park has donated 60 cinnamon rolls that they'll be baking for us. We have bottled water from the Valley Electric. Commissioner Gary Hollis has donated one of the dumpsters. We've had 6 dumpsters this year rather than the normal 4. We're at a deficit with one of the other dumpsters, and hopefully we'll be able to make that up with the funds that hopefully you'll give us. We'll be able to move some funds around to pay for that 6th dumpster.
In America, research has shown that we spend about $11.5 billion to deal with litter, trash, and debris, and the fact that it does have a deleterious effect on the community by decreasing property values of up to 7%. So we really feel like we're working hard to keep Pahrump clean and beautiful, and we are really appreciative of your support.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? The motion carries 4-0, and thank you.
Thank you.
And you're into our board.
All right, well, let's get out there and clean it up. And as we head into our break, here's Mr. Movie Phone.
News 46 is brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Affiliated Physical Therapy. Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain.
Action! Happy weekend, everybody! Well, summer's over. How was it for you? With the Avengers already in theaters and shattering records, where do we go from here? Maybe a vampire with a piratey past. Yep, Johnny Depp is bringing his special kind of camp to a reawakening of the 1960s TV soap opera, Dark Shadows.
Hear me, future dweller. What is the year?
1972.
1972.
Tim Burton directs this gothic comedy with Depp as Barnabas Collins, a lad from Collinsforth Manor who follows his one true love off a cliff after a spell has been put on her by a witch. But the scorned witch throws a spell on him too, refuses to let him die, turns him into a vampire, and buries him alive. Now, 2 centuries later, he's freed from his tomb and returns to a very different world of 1972. Eva Green, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Helena Bonham Carter co-star. The real deal? Look, I'm as big a Johnny Depp fan as the next guy, but frankly, put a hat on him, give him a candy bar and some dreadlocks, and you've got Alice's Caribbean Chocolate Factory. You might have to think about that one for a second. And I don't think I'm alone in saying that Tim Burton and Johnny Depp movies are getting as old as Barnabas Collins, and with few laughs and very little bite, Dark Shadows is a stylish, but mostly anemic movie. I'm out. Coming up next week, Sacha Baron Cohen is up to his old tricks as the dictator. And that war game that every kid loved to play, Battleship, invades theater. Now remember, for your showtimes, your tickets, my 6-second review, so much more, go to moviephone.com. And if you want to drop me a note, it's facebook.com/Mr. Moviephone, or tweet me right at 6-second reviews. So have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll see you at the movies.
That's a wrap!
Statistics show that every 15 minutes a person is killed by an impaired driver. This morning, Pahrump Valley High School held an event that will hopefully save lives.
Today at Pahrump Valley High School, there was a deadly crash. This is part of a mock exercise for the Every 15-Minute program. A grant allows this to happen every 3 years.
Well, the first day we have a mock car wreck, and we take students out of class every 15 minutes. A Grim Reaper will come to their class and pick them up out of the class and take them back to a room where we do team building exercises, and then that night we'll have both a parent and a student workshop.
One of the mothers was here at the hospital, and actually her daughter was pronounced. She also wrote an obituary for her too as well.
Yes, the obituaries are read as the Grim Reaper takes the students out of class to the entire class. That way more than just that one person gets the effect, the entire class gets it.
And the reason why we do every 15 minutes is because?
It's because a statistic came out a couple years ago that every 15 minutes someone dies from an alcohol-related car accident.
And how many victims did we have? How many people did we have involved in the actual mock car accident?
In the mock car accident itself, we had 4. One was pronounced dead at the scene, one was rushed on ground to Desert View Hospital, and another was flight for life out of there, and then the 4th, who was a drunk driver, was put in prison.
And they did actual field sobriety tests on him on scene and then took him into custody.
Yep. They did it like it was a real car accident, like he had really been drinking.
Went to a car accident where I witnessed my daughter lifeless, I guess, and bloody, and brought her brother so that he could see it and the impact that it made on a family. And then, oh goodness, very emotional to see your kid like that. And thank God I was blessed that it's not real and mine's walking away, but so many don't walk away. And just to go through just having the hospital tell me that my daughter died, and it's very emotional, and I wouldn't want any family, and my prayers go out to those that really have to deal with it.
They brought you into the hospital and told you what every parent dreads, that they just wish they would never hear, and that's that she did not survive this accident. When you were called into the hospital, were you told originally that she was in an accident, or were you just told to come to the hospital?
I was told that in an accident, come to the hospital and wait in the waiting room, and someone would be out. And then they brought me into a room and said a doctor would come talk to me. And when the doctor came talk to me, said that my daughter was in an accident and she did not make it. And it was very emotional.
What was it like to go into the room and actually see her? I know that she was covered up, and then they revealed your daughter to you.
And that was very emotional, just to think that that could be real.
Right.
There's a lot more to show you on this event. We will have part 2 of Every 15 Minutes on tomorrow night's newscast.
Yeah, good stuff. Dan Schinhofen's been holding an event for the past 5 years designed to get his bluegrass music-loving sister out here to pay him a visit. Well, she will be here for this Mother's Day weekend event at the new location in the Calvada I.
Yes, Zach, this is the next to the last one for this year, and we're going to have our special lecturer is going to be Jack Sanders from the Sanders Family Winery down on Kellogg. And Jack's going to be there to tell us about his long tenure in Pahrump. He's lived here for 27 years. And he was involved with the Saddle West back that many years. He went up on the winery road and he built the winery that's up there, and now he has a second winery here. And I think that everyone will find it very interesting because he's going to tell us about some of the earlier history of Pahrump as well as his time during that time. And now he's operating his winery. He'll probably be interested in telling us about what the future will hold for us. So it should be very interesting.
And this is the last lecture. How many lectures have we had this year at this point?
Well, this will be our fifth one. We'll have one more with Joni Eastley in June. And it's going to be at the same time as it usually is on Saturday. The next Saturday, coming up now, is the 12th, and we're going to be there at 1 o'clock. And it's free. It's at the museum, which is on Basin Avenue, halfway between 160 and Blag. Most people know where it is, I hope. And they're welcome to come over and hear Jack tell us about his view of history in Pahrump.
So, Rhonda, what do we got here?
Well, everybody, after this break, we are going to tell you how you can get some VIP passes to the San Gennaro Feast in Las Vegas.
You don't have to be Italian to go.
No, you don't have to be Italian to go.
Great. Don't be a Momo. Go, all right? And after this break, we'll have the weather forecast for you. Don't go anywhere.